Alright guys, so welcome back to Cowboy Life Simulator. Day 2, Wednesday. Farm ain't gonna care for itself. We're gonna wake up and...
Well, this is bad, but it could be worse. Like if the house burned down twice. Well, no use standing around. This place isn't going to rebuild itself. Guess I'll head to town, talk to the sheriff, grab some supplies, and figure out where to start. I've been through worse, and if I play my cards right, maybe I can make something decent out of all this.
Alright, so got a couple of new missions.
See if that old mailbox is anything useful, or at least not more bad news. And one more thing. Looks like someone's waiting by the lake, looking nervous. Might be worth heading over to see what's going on.
Alright, waking up bright and early. It is 5:30 in the morning, and we've got a lot to do. So we've got some new messages. We've got somebody over by the lake. I guess let's take a look at our mailbox first. It's tumbleweed out there. I get a little bit nervous about any movement. To the new owner of the MacGuffin Farm, you are hereby compelled to report immediately to the mayor's office in Bravestan within business hours to resolve all the necessary legal matters resulting documentation regarding your acquisition of the property. Failure of cooperation may result in your rights to the property being revoked from the mayor of Bravestan. So we are going to meet him at business hours. Seems like we might have a little bit of time to be able to do that. Now, let me take a look. If we see our quest here, so we want to go talk to the guy by the lake. We want to talk to the mayor. We need to talk to the sheriff about the state of the farm. We want to look into the horse there. We want to make a field using a shovel. We could potentially get into that. Obviously, going to check out our snares eventually, and we also want to get some stone and upgrade the house. I also kind of want to set up a barn, and I feel like that could be the first thing that we do here, especially since we're up early and we've got plenty of time. So I'm going to head out. We're going to get some logs, and we're going to see if we can't build a barn. And technically, our snare is over in this direction, so I'm wondering if we're going to be able to... careful here, Trev, when you're felling these trees. We're wondering if we're going to be able to check that and see if we have anything in it. Go ahead and cut these guys down. This should be... We're just going to do some basic, housekeeping off the rip here while it's dark until we can see a little bit better. Didn't we set up a trap? Is it right here? Yeah, that's it right here. See what we've got going on. Snare.
Saddle up and hit the trail.
Doesn't look like it's got anything in it, so we're gonna have to wait. I think those can take a really long time, so should be all right. Looks like the sun is starting to come up. These beautiful night lights out here are gonna go out, and we got a long Wednesday ahead of us. Currently overloaded. This is the most annoying thing in the world, but I'm trying to build this barn so we have a place to be able to store things. We need 62 logs, and we've got 48 currently. Really don't like that we're taking down all these beautiful trees back here, but I guess it's just a necessary evil. I also now understand why we have so many sticks in our inventory, because we're picking up sticks every time too. That's 58 wood logs, so one more should hopefully do it. Can we build this? 62 logs, 35 boards, 6 stones. We've got our stones here. We're going to have our boards over here. I just want a place to be able to put our stuff down. You know what I mean? So we're going to grab all of these.
I'm carrying too damn much. Something's got to go.
62 logs, 35 wood boards, 6 stones. Technically, we do have that. We've got 8 stones. We've got more than enough of those. We've got 40 wooden boards. Okay, yeah, so something's up here. At least we know we have the materials. I'm going to leave all of this stuff out here in our item bag, I guess. I'm going to hope that this thing's not going to disappear, but eventually we're going to be able to use this to be able to...
in value. But, hey.
Be able to build a barn right there. Looks like we've got a little bit more mail here. We're going to have to go into town for sure. It's the new guy. Recently learned about an amazing bigos recipe. You know, the Polish dish. All I need is 5 decent quality cabbages. You'd honestly be surprised how hard it is to come by those around here. If you deliver them to me, give you a recipe to try out for yourself. Awesome stuff. So we need 5 cabbage. We could definitely make that happen. I think we've got raw cabbage starting over here. And we do want to start getting into farming.
I reckon I'm learning.
But it's going to take us a little bit to get there, so we do have enough cabbage. Technically, we do have a shovel. We've got a lot of stuff. Let me, wine. It's going to add to hunger and thirst. We need to, dude, we have so much stuff. Going to drop all of our logs, all of our sticks, anything that could be taking up a bunch of space. I guess we could leave some extra cabbages over here. Wheat, all this stuff. Really hoping this isn't going to end up disappearing on us. Bunch of straw. Leave a skull in here, and we're just going to see if we can we can move on about our day. So let's see what we've got going on for our quest. I definitely want to get that, don't shoot the water carrier. I'm going to untrack for right now. I'm going to untrack this. So we're going to take the cabbages to Benjamin Foster, who's going to be back in town. He should be easy to find there. We should probably talk to the guy over at the lake too, but I'm going to say, do we want to talk to the mayor? We're going to talk to the sheriff. Should we go into town? Should that be our main thing right off the bat? We could probably think about planting stuff early. Honestly, wouldn't be a bad idea because then we can have stuff start to grow. Make a field using a shovel. So we already have a shovel. We're going to be able to do this. All right, so we've got 4. This is going to be our shovel. We're going to make a field. I'm going to say farming, maybe like down here. I don't want to get too far away from the house. Place a field. All right, so we've got fresh fields here. Probably don't want to be standing in it. And then what do we do to, can we just like plant cabbage seed? Can I plant this here? Beautiful. We've got some cabbage and then we're going to have to get some water in there. I thought we had made a watering can. Am I crazy? Simple watering can. We need 2 wood. Oh, we did. Okay, we've got this guy here. It comes preloaded with a little bit of water off the rip, but we're going to have to fill this up later. And we can we water 2 fields at once? We're out of water. Shoot. Okay. I think this lake over here is good. We've accidentally drank out of this thing a couple of times, so I'm assuming refill the water. Should we take a sip ourselves? That's not how we take a sip. We're going to have to eat. Shoot, dude. Okay, this is getting aggressive. We got to get ahead of our food situation. We got to get that new recipe with the cabbage. We're going to have cabbage coming in, going to be growing it, and then we'll have a better recipe to be able to use it later. But let's make sure that we get all of the cabbage completely watered here. And it does look like you can water 2 at once, which is kind of cool. So we've got that there. And I'm imagining we're not going to need this watering can. So I say we drop this, leave this over here next to our cabbage, and we can let that cook. We've got beets. Do we want to eat just a straight up beet here? Give us a little bit of food. We do have some berries that we can take a look at. We might be able to find some more stuff around town. But we do have a meeting time with Dewey here. So what we're going to do, don't shoot the water carrier. We're going to track this and let's see what we've got going on over here. Holler.
Yoo-hoo!
What up, Dewey? How you doing? All right. Good to see you, buddy. What do we got going on? Whoa, don't shoot. Don't try anything, Dewey. I see the McGuffin farm has a new owner, but equally weird and angry. At least you're talking before shooting first. So as much looked at this fence line, he'd start blasting. Wild, he pulled off selling that place. I'd be surprised if he had enough sense to left to sell a shoe, let alone a whole farm. And that's the reason why I'm patiently waiting over here outside the farm. What I should be doing is collecting water off this lake. I haven't even introduced myself. Here I am, knees deep in your lake. The Pond Lake, it's called. Just so you know. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Dewey. I live in town. Bravestan, I mean. I don't have a job exactly. I just do whatever I can to make ends meet, you know? Ha! Good old McGuffin didn't mention that, did he? Bravestan has a huge water problem, and it's been so for the past few months. I've been delivering water from here because a goddamn roach. Skirlock's been blocking the Tessaloon River. Since old McGuffin's been gone, the lake has been a lifesaver. Mayor Digby says he can give you $1 a day, and that's the final offer, so you can either accept it or we all die of thirst. Take the water, bro. It's fine. I was hoping you'd say that. Thank you kindly. Well, this water won't haul itself, so I better get back to work then. By the way, have you met your neighbors already? Ruff and Lady Maxwell. You know, I'll go meet them. Appreciate you, buddy. So it looks like we're going to, I mean, he's considered a friendly neighbor now. Is that what that said? Friendly neighbor. All right. So we've got a nice little resource here. Now that we know for sure we can just drink out of this and not worry about it. And it sounds like it's something a lot of our neighbors are going to want to know as well. So we're going to go talk to those neighbors eventually. But I say we go into town because I feel like that's going to be pretty important. So we're going to talk to the mayor. We're also going to be talking to the sheriff. I also wouldn't mind. Can we see where Benjamin Foster is? Ben Stahl at the Watchtower. Do we think he's going to be there? Let's go check for Ben Stahl. And see if we can't get the recipe for that, because the food, I think, is going to be one of our biggest limiting factors right now. And we'll see how that goes. I'm also really tempted, and I feel like it's a bad idea, but we saw this at the end of the last episode. I am really tempted to dig up the grave out here. Is it going to let us? No. Okay. We'll just pass on and forget I said that. Oh, Jesus. What the fudge, bro. Okay, we're fine. It's fine, Trev. We're okay. So this is the train station that we were dropped off at, and we know that he has a satellite location. Is this going to be him right here? I certainly hope so. Mr. Foster, I don't think he's here. Item drop chest. Can't use that now. Okay, I guess we're going to have to go into town. So that was not him. I don't know if that's one of his guys or something, or if eventually we could drop items in that box for him whenever he's around. He might be in town, though. He said he also frequents town. So let's go see this Brave stand that everyone is talking about. It looks like this might be an easier way in rather than going all the way around. I don't know. We'll see. This is going to be the more common route closer to our house, so we might as well check this out first. Probably should have brought a little bit more food for our travels here. I'm hoping... Ooh, some garlic.
Smarter than I was 5 minutes ago.
All right, that's a new one for us. We got a bunch more... Nope, those are sticks. Oh, there is garlic here. Perfect. And some more. Hopefully going to be able to eat a bunch of this. How you doing, sir? Who is this? Dewey Bonnell. That's our neighbor. All right, good to see you, Dewey. Can we go this way? We're kind of taking a shortcut here, Trev. I'm going to eat one of these cabbages, hoping that helps me out. Can we... Do we think we could take a shortcut? I feel like we really kind of messed this up here, Trev. All right, we're going to want to go right. I'm imagining garlic is going to be used in a lot of recipes. Bro, I swear garlic is one of my favorite foods on planet Earth. I eat so much garlic. Chelsea eats so much garlic. It's, you know, borderline a problem for digestion issues sometimes, but man, is it good. I swear, if we've got a recipe, at least double, if not triple the garlic every single time. This looks a little bit sketchy here. Are we going the right way? That is not the right way. That looks like it could be to a mine, so we might want to check that out eventually. Berries. This is a lifesaver. We're going to be able to make it to our next day, I hope. Going to collect as many of these as we possibly can. And it looks like this is going to be the entrance to town, baby. Ooh, we've got hay here. I will take that for sure. What world is this? Not going to be able to go in there. Okay, we're already hungry. I'm going to put our berries down here. We've got 20 berries, so we should be able to munch up a bit here. It's helping with our water and stuff, too, which is good. Dude, how far is town? Sketchy, bro. Okay, we're good for right now. We've got logs and timber. I don't really need those right now. The planks and stuff, we know we can make those back at the house. I'm just trying to get into town. This was the longest roundabout way we could have went, and I kind of feel like it's... You could get ambushed in here so easy. Welcome to Brave Stand, baby. Oh my goodness. Dude, we have an actual huge town out here. Okay. This... Oh, that scared me. The old mine pit. Okay. We're good. Got a church up on the hill. Got a water tower here. Sounds like our lake might be helping out a lot with that. And we're going to go in. We're going to talk with the sheriff. We're going to talk with a lot of people. And we're going to see what we can get into. My goodness, this is crazy. I'm going to holler. I was hoping we could find out where Benjamin Foster is. I really want to get to know him. But, all right. The sheriff's office. How you doing, sir? Good to see you. New around here. Grayson Young. Hi, hello to you, new one. You must be the one from Old MacGuffin's farm, aren't you? The one that burned down? Well, that's me, unfortunately. My name's Grayson Young. I'm the sheriff of this town. So how are you dealing with the situation out at the farm? Built myself a small cabin already. Ha, ain't that impressive? You, my man, seem to have a real pioneer spirit about you. Yeah, right. What about it? Fire's a fire. Could it have been arson? Arson, you say? It could be. Though shortage of scum and bandits prowling these lands, unfortunately, most notably Diablejo and Van Zant, the root of all evil they are. Dang it. Ha, and have you met Slim, the dearest deputy? Not yet. Well, anyway, if you ever need help, we'll try our very best. For some reason, I'm not there. Slim will be. Before we're done here, though, I just remembered something. Got something for you. I've been thinking, settling down here, you definitely need a revolver. Here's the one. Here's this one for you. It's nothing major, but I wanted you to have something. Don't mention it. Humble present from the head of the Brave Stand Law Enforcement. Okay. I mean, we could ask him who he thinks he could have set it on fire. Selection is fast. These lands ain't exactly the safest. I got my hands full all the time. Now that I think about this, might even have a theory as to who could be behind it. Diablejo, he's called, a real nasty one, head of a group of freaks living out in the mountains. I think I ran into these guys. He's been a thorn in our sides for years now. Had enough of the man. It's time he's put behind bars. I'll give the task together. We'll get him. Maybe this time successfully. Be putting up wanted posters, the bastard. First, we've got to gather up information on where he was last seen. If I were you, start with Otto, our town vet. Sure, he'll have plenty to say about Diablejo. Go talk to him first. Should be at the animal market. Okay, I kind of want to get my feet on the ground before we start going after the bad guys. So I'm not going to do that yet. Let's go talk to the mayor and see what we've got going on. I've got a feeling we're going to have to pay off some deeds and things, and it could be It could be tough, man. We're gonna have to make some money. We got a bank out here. Dude, this is crazy. Looks like this is gonna be the town hall. We've got certain hours, 6 to 5 every day. Welcome to the town hall. You in here, sir? Looks like he's just out here, just outside of the saloon. How you doing, Mayor? All right, Michael Digby. Good heavens, that must be you. Must have got my letter then. At least one thing is still working around here. It's good that you came. Take a seat if you will. Here, let me get the documents. Pulls out a bottle of whiskey. Ha! Welcome to Bravestan, lad. Shake my hand. Hello, I'm Michael Digby. I'm the mayor of this little town. This is the paperwork? Oh, no need to get so hot under the collar, my friend. You have to forgive the humor. What else are we to do down here in the sticks? I suppose I could have a drink. Why not? Good decision. Let's watch down the bad aftertaste. Loosen up a bit. Bottoms up. Don't be so uptight, my guy. The papers. They're real, but it's not as serious as in the letter. Well, I had to do something to make you come, right? Just sign where the X is. Okay, signing while inebriated, that's good. Gorgeous. One last thing, though. I did trick you to come to meet me, true. The rest of the town would love to meet you as well. Take a stroll around town, say hello to everyone. Can I help with anything else? You have any ideas to what could have happened? Your farm? What about it? Well, got sold, and that's why you're here. Selling it was one of old MacGuffin's better ideas, to be honest. Once used to belong to Rough Diamond's family, but the Maxwells used to own it sometime as well. A bone of contention, you can say. Burned? What? As in with the fire? Goodness gracious, this is insanity. He didn't know that it was burned. Mayor's work is no joke, otherwise I'm very well informed. Nothing misses my ears. Well, how bad is it? Got a place to sleep or a roof over your head? Well, I built myself a small cabin. Really outstanding. You, mister, have wasted no time. My congratulations. When it comes to building things, you won't find a better expert than Frank. His office is one floor above mine if you're interested, so we might be able to get some more recipes and stuff from him. Actually, have you heard about the ledge of the farm of yours already? It's no ordinary place. Apparently, the land's changed hands between the Diamonds, the Maxwells multiple times, after which old MacGuffin got a hold of it, from which one of those I don't remember. A seasoned treasure hunter. Folks say him buying the farm was no coincidence, but it was to bury his loot there or to try to find new riches. I cannot say. Either way, why would he sell it then? He had to have buried his treasure somewhere. It doesn't make sense. Anyway, I'm here if you ever want to chat. How could I have missed news like that? Interesting. So MacGuffin might have a little bit more than meets the eye. And I'm currently drunk. We might as well, should we go in the saloon? Just walk right in. How y'all doing? Good to see you. We got townsfolk here. Can I talk to you? He doesn't talk much. Bartender, Clark Stanley. Hello, friend. Have a seat. What can I get you? Shoot right ahead. Not really, though. If you'd be so kind, I've got glasses and bottles in the bar older than you, and thanks for coming in. Everybody's talking about you. If they're talking about the Sip and Saddle Saloon. I mean, terribly sorry. I didn't want to. Damn, is that what they say? With the fire and everything? Afraid so. What a misfortune. No, knowing old MacGuffin, the place couldn't have been more than a pile of rubbish even before the fire. Well, whether you already started on rebuilding or not, here, a drink to lift your spirits on the house. Why not? There you go. I'm Clark, by the way. It's good to meet you, new one. Listen, I'm not pulling your tongue, but if you ever feel like talking to a friendly bartender, I'm your man. Looks like we can trade with him, too. He's got beer, booze, coffee, cooked meat, scrambled eggs, and stew. We are kind of struggling on the meat department. So this is going to add 50 hunger and thirst. This is going to add 40 hunger. This is going to add 45 hunger. This is a pretty good deal. So I'm gonna purchase a stew here. Thank you very much, sir. We're spending money like we're making it, like it's going out of style. I'd have hardly any left. Okay, let me see what some other quests we currently have are. So we want to talk to the vet. The mayor obviously told us to talk to people all around. We want to meet our neighbors. We want to buy a horse, which we don't have that much money yet. We need to wait on the fields, check the snares, and then upgrade the house eventually. Okay, so I'm going to say let's go around the town then. At least get to know people. Got to wait for somebody to open up the bank. Can't really talk to him. Another locked door. Seems like the alcohol is starting to wear off. What is this? The gunsmith? Looks like this place is all locked up. Shut for good. Not going to be able to go upstairs. We've got natural remedies. Oh, this is interesting. We should be looking at all the boards. And we should be learning all of the timelines. If we look at these and accept them, we can see, like when we're in for our map, we can see where people are typically, I think. Dude, we're still a little drunk here. Okay. I say we go in. Let's meet the... Oh, nope. It's locked. Got to wait for somebody to open it. We got a door here. Hello? How you doing, ma'am? Florence Digby, local historian. Hello there. You wanted something? Just wanted to introduce myself. How nice. Yes, Michael mentioned we'd be getting to know the new neighbor. Pleasure to meet you, young man. My name is Florence Nicole Digby. I suppose you could say I'm a bit of a local historian. Well, an amateur one at least. So much folks forget. If you're curious, my door's always open. I love a good listener. How are you finding this brave stand of ours? It seems pretty nice. It's better than the big city. Very glad to hear it. We have our problems, but the town is pleased with the eye, yes. Well, it was nice meeting you, young man. I hope to settle in, find this little corner of the world we call home. Appreciate you. Okay, so we've got a historian. Sounds like that could link up with the treasures and stuff. We've got a general store here.
Hello.
How you doing? Ben Foster. Been looking for you, buddy. Hey, it's you finally. So tell me, how are you managing with the farm and all? Got myself a little house already. Well, that's good to hear. I admit I was a little worried for you at first. But after seeing how you've dealt with those cows, and now you're all set with the house, I guess you'll be fine after all. You know what? Back then I didn't have anything I could give you. Here. Gift on behalf of Foster's General Store in Bravestand, a fine enterprise I run with my wife, Annabelle. You met her already? Not yet. You gotta meet her. Truth be told, I don't know what I'd do without her. Well, that's a good man. No one can manage the books like she does, and her cooking like something straight out of your dreams, friend. Anyway, do come to the store if you ever want to sell or buy anything. We'll give you a good price. Well, let's talk about the cabbage that you wanted. So I'm gonna give you the cabbage. Item quality too low. It's poor quality cabbage, and he wants average quality cabbage. Okay, that's pretty unfortunate. Looks like he'll sell us slates, canned turkey, fat, flint pickaxes. Okay, nothing that we need. And this is going to be his wife, Annabelle. We can introduce ourselves to her.
Clicked. Not sure what, but I'll take it.
Hello there, dear. I know who you are. My husband, Ben, told me you'd be coming. Well, it's really nice. I'm not going to be able to talk like that. You too, dear boy. Well, what do you say? Ben's probably told you everything. We run the general store here in town. Been running it for almost 8 years now. Dear God, how time flies. If you ever want to trade something, come by. We'll figure out a nice deal, I'm sure. So let's take a look. Looks like she's got the same stuff that he does. Is he saying that something was clicking with the town or something's clicking with Annabelle? Because I feel like we could get ourselves in trouble here. Looks like we've got Brave Strands running dry. What is this? Like a political store? Locked door. Shut down for good. We've got a tailor. We've got plants and seeds.
Anyone?
This is exactly what we need, and I'm hoping it's really cheap. Amelia Littletoe is going to be our plants dealer. You must be the new one. Welcome to Brave Stand. I'm Amelia Littletoe. We're so happy to have you here. Always nice to meet somebody new. Wait, you're the one who bought Old MacGuffin's farm, aren't you? The one that got a little bit damaged? My goodness, how are you holding up down there? You know, it's not the best, but it could have been worse. Understandable. Very unfortunate nonetheless. Back to what I was saying, I run the store myself. My husband Ted helps me. I got seeds, so many seeds for flowers, crops, herbs, you name it. Oh, and tools. When it comes down to tools, go straight to Ted. Takes a lot of time to make each one, but you know you're getting something special. So we might be able to get higher level stuff there. Haven't met him already. Should definitely do that. He's got a carpentry workshop just behind the store. We live next door anyways. Everything's so close together. Very nice to meet you. All right. She's got a secret fertilizer recipe. Also really like bees. They're wonderful little creatures. If you ever want to start a colony, let me know. I could show you the ropes. Anyway, just know how it could be of help. I don't know if you see yourself more as the cowboy or farmer type. Come by anytime, figure it out. Okay, so she's got cabbage seeds, compost, increases the fertilization of currently selected plant. I think we're gonna need compost. I'm gonna buy some compost. I'm going to buy some cabbage seeds. I'm going to buy a lot of compost. We don't have a lot of money left. Do we want to try some peas? I'm going to do 4 of each. We're going to see how this goes. Hemp seed. I'm going to buy some hemp. Wheat seed. I think we've got a lot of wheat. I'm also going to get carrots here. Okay, we have now officially spent all of our money, which I don't know if that's a good deal or not. That's another townsfolk there. And she said that her husband's, excuse me, sir. She said her husband's workshop is going to be right back here. How you doing, sir? Good to see you. Just met your wife, Ted Littletoe. Howdy. New one around here, aren't you? Nice to meet you. Yep, I bought MacGuffin's farm, just saying the same thing to everyone the entire time. Everyone's need help rebuilding it. Put some nice furniture in there. I'm at your service. If you're into growing things, visit Amelia's store. Have you two met? Yep, we have. Let's see your stock. So he's got planks, saws, all sorts of stuff. But we can unlock. Oh, we need to look at this at all these people too. So we can get the recipes. We need higher levels anyway. But we could spend money to be able to get the recipes, to be able to get better furniture and stuff. Oh my goodness, dude, this is expansive. Another shutdown store. We've got a fine custom tailor. Looks like we're going to be able to talk to Everett Loving. Look at you, finally someone who doesn't look like they crawled out of the barn. This is my guy. We're from the city. He appreciates the style. One and only source of style in this godforsaken place. Not that anyone around here seems to care, of course. They'd wear potato sacks if they could, and some of them practically do. At this point, I could make more money tailoring clothes for the cows. Hey, at least they appreciate a good coat, even if it's their own. But you, maybe you got a little sense of style. Please tell me you're here for something other than a pair of patched up overalls. He's also talking about the MacGuffin farm. Let's take a look at this. We're going to be able to get hats and suits and things. Looks like we're going to get armor. Interesting. So we're going to be getting into fights. Obviously, we did run into the outlaws quickly at the last episode, and they took our money. I think most of these are just going to be locked doors. Oh. Okay, feel a little bit uncomfortable just walking in people's homes. What's this one here? Oh, that's the sheriff. We've already been there. Okay. I feel like we did our thing here. We need to get back. We need to work on our. I'm gonna try going this way. I guess this might be the easier way out of town. We need to work on our plants. I definitely want to try using the compost. It sounds like we might want to make a composter, because if we do use the compost, we're probably going to be able to get fair quality ingredients, and then we're going to be able to get that. The recipe. Dude, should we go in the church? We should. We're here. I don't know why. Freaking undead nightmare and stuff just making me feel weird about this. Okay, we're good. Church location discovered. Doesn't look like there's much in here. We've got the hours. Make sure we take a look at the hours. Reverend Boswell's routine has been learned.
I reckon I'm learning.
So we got 5 cents in a dream here, but we're starting to get things together. Hopefully we're going to be able to get to... I feel like we should really focus on farming to start. Let's see. Wahlberg's farm. Let's see for quests. Technically, it wants us to meet Diamond and Maxwell. We could take a look at these. See. So that's Miss Maxwell. I don't know where Diamond is. The church brave stance. I'm going to hold off on that for a minute. Let's go back home. Yeah, we're going to go this way. And we're going to try to get to resourcing. I want food coming in. I want to start getting the compost working. I just feel like we really need a little bit of help here. Can I just pick this up? Cabbage, carrots, please and thank you. There's an animal market here, so we could take a look at, I think this is probably where they're selling that horse that we got a letter about. And we're just going to keep going left here and try to get back home. Where's the path? Is it this? It might go up and over. Yeah, this is the path. So we're going to want to go up here and take a right, and then we're going to be able to go up over the mountain. I definitely don't want to be walking down the train tracks. That seems like a recipe for disaster. So yeah, we've got a lot going on here, dude. I can't believe that we have a revolver. Let's not forget about this. I'm going to go ahead and throw this probably on number 1. We've got 20 shots in this thing. Okay, that's really good news. That's good to have. If we get into any trouble, we might be able to get ourselves out of it with this. Or we might get ourselves into even more trouble. Looks like this is some sort of a mine right here. The shortcut. Wait a second. Definitely gonna keep this out for right now. Oh gosh.
Not worth its weight in cuss words, but I'll take it.
Glow shrooms? This doesn't feel like much of a shortcut, Trev. Okay, I'm gonna go back. Dude, this game is crazy. Like, there is so much going on right now. I just feel like there's a million different ways we could go. It doesn't feel like it's like a yellow brick road. Like, there's one thing that you could do, one thing that you could follow. Like, we could lean into the cowboy stuff. We could lean into working on finding the bad guys for the sheriff. We could lean into farming and getting our resources up. I want to figure out how to build that freaking barn. I think we got to level up our farm before we get there. So there's so many things that we can do. We're going to take a left here. And there's also like all these buildings. Like, this is the animal market. There's something over here. There's something over here. All of these are all locations I think we're going to be able to go and talk to. So I think it's really going to kind of expand over time. Got a poster. Not going to be able to go in there. Probably shouldn't be riding around with our pistol out, but I am a little bit nervous here. I am feeling a little antsy though. Dude, what the fudge? Why did I react so late to that? I was feeling weird. I don't know. I feel like there's something weird happening here. I feel behind. I want to make sure we get our food right. Our water obviously is easy. We do want to keep refilling our canteen though. Let's check on this. So I'm assuming our water has gone down. Yes. Now, can we use, if we have this compost, we can compost it. Perfect. And then we're going to take this watering can. I'm going to keep these watering. and they're going to be ready in 24 hours. So these are now composted, which is amazing. And we can, I say we just plant and compost some of our other seeds too. We just have so many items that we need to keep in our inventory. Where's that? We've got our canteen. Let's make sure we're always keeping our canteen and our watering can ready to go. Let's refill our canteen, refill our water. We're going to get our watering can back out here. We need 5 good cabbage to be able to get that recipe. So I think that's what I'm going to work on next. We need to find, how do you make money in this game? I have no idea how to make money, and I feel like that's one of the more important things here, because we need to be able to buy a horse. I want to be able to move around. So I'm going to set up a field here. There's a fresh field there, fresh field here, fresh field here. We're going to grab our cabbage seeds and also our compost. So we're going to go cabbage seed and compost. Water this thing up a little bit. And then over here we can go cabbage seed, compost, compost. And then we're going to water those up. But let me try. Let's do 2 more here. Let's move our cabbage seeds and let's try maybe our carrot seeds and see how this works out. Oh, these are just carrots, not carrot seeds. We do have carrot seeds though. We can put some carrot seeds down. We don't have any compost, unfortunately, but I'm wondering, can we get all of these watered at the same time? We can, dude. You can water in the middle of a 4-piece and it's going to do it all. We got to get our well working. If we could start taking well water out of the ground, we could obviously put a well right next to our farm and then we wouldn't have to make this trek every time. I also I think we should try to see if we can get a composter working, and then we probably put like the carrots and stuff in it, turn it into compost, and then we could use that on our crops over here to make them a little bit better quality. Let's make sure we get these all up to 100%. Those are good there. That's going to take a little bit. And then we can get these 2 here up to 100%. And then we've got these. Everything's all at 100%. So we aren't going to have to touch this for a while. And honestly, I do think to be able to keep... So we've got a composter here. It's going to take 2 logs and boards. I also wonder if we should do a fence. I'm going to do a fence around our crops. Like that. We're going to have to get some pieces of wood. Shoot, is that okay? I just don't want any animals or anything getting into my crops. So if we have it like this, give it enough space, bring this over this way, delete that, and then we can finish off with this here. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to need some logs to be able to put this fence in. And then I say we also put a composter in here. It's going to be 2 logs and 6 boards. I mean, I don't think that has to be inside. So let's put a composter right here. Perfect. We know that we've got plenty of logs and boards over here, so I'm just going to take some of these.
Too heavy. Do I have a hoarding problem?
You're gonna be fine. We're gonna get this taken care of. And if we get our hammer out, we can start to build this fence. Getting more farm XP. Beautiful. Get this here. All right. Now, hopefully critters are gonna stay out there. I don't know really how that works, but there it is. We've got a composter. Now, how do we use this thing? Input slots. Do we put like this bad cabbage in here? Turns organic waste into useful fertilizer, which can be used on fields before they're sown with seeds. Before they're sown with seeds, I'm hoping we're okay. We've got pork. We've got 1 good quality cabbage. We're going to hang on to that. And then anything else organic? Do we want to put like our carrots out there? Can we put wood in there? Is that considered organic? No. Interesting. We could put the berries in there. We could probably put the hemp in there. I'm just going to hang on for now. We're going to see. That is, that's pretty gross. That's manure right there. Maybe if we eventually have cows, we're going to be able to pick up the cow patties and things, but at least we've got some stuff growing, hopefully some higher quality stuff, and hopefully we can start getting some compost as well. It does look like our dropped items are hanging out here. They're lasting a while, so that gives me a little bit of hope, and I'm going to say we should probably think about going and meeting the neighbors. Miss Maxwell and Rough Diamond. All right, we're going to go check them out. We're going to see what they've got going on. Looks like Miss Maxwell is going to be 194 meters this way. We got plenty of acreage here. But, man, okay, so we've got a little bit of work happening at home. We need to figure out how we're going to make money. I have no, like, obviously we can collect things, make things, and sell it, but there's got to be better ways to make money here. All right, guys, so I'm sorry, but we lost like the last 3 minutes of gameplay. I like to cut my recordings every once in a while just to make sure in case there's like any sort of a tech issue, nothing bad happens, we don't lose too much. I remember hitting record again, but it didn't register. So basically we came here to the Maxwell's farm, and if we holler, we can see, I think there's 3 people that live here. So we met Imani. She's like the servant or the slave, I guess. She was really worried about Josephine here. She's not feeling well. She's feeling under the weather, and she gave us a recipe for, I don't know if I'm going to be able Can I see what we can cook? I would have to go back to a campfire to show you guys. I'll show you guys in a little bit, but basically we needed alcohol, hemp, both of which we already have, and then we went down here to be able to get valerian, which is an herb used for relaxation, stress relief, and crafting. So we went and did that. We took it back to our campfire. We made the cure, and then we brought it back over here and gave it to her, and she said, come back tomorrow, and we'll see if Josephine is feeling better. So hopefully Miss Maxwell is going to be good to go. We're just doing good neighbor things out here. So those are the Maxwells right there, and it looks like this might be the Diamonds. We're going to go up here, visit Rough Diamond at his farm, and see how he's doing. Obviously, this is our farm right here. I could show you guys the campfire thing really quick. Let's go ahead and get a little sip of water here. We can eat some berries. Don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves, but yeah, if we're here at the campfire, you can cook. I roasted a cabbage that we can use as food, and then I made the shady cure. If this decoction won't bring somebody to their senses, I don't know what will. So it's plus 100 health and stamina, and removes drunk. It takes 3 valerian, 2 hemp, and any high voltage alcohol. So luckily, we already had most of that. We found some valerian. We learned where to find valerian down by the water, and now we're gonna go meet some other neighbors. This is massive, dude. This game, I'm so impressed with everything we have going on. Like we're just checking off quests. I'm hoping to figure out how to get our food in a sustainable spot, because right now it's not good, and like I'm constantly looking. I want any sort of food that we can get. Obviously, garlic is helpful, but I want to get the food under control. I want to start making some money. I want to get a horse so we don't have to walk around all the time. But for right now, I think we're doing okay. So it looks like the Diamonds might be a little bit better off. Holy cow. Beautiful horse. Fields of wheat. Oh, hold on. We got a holler.
Hello.
Oh, good to see you, Mr. Diamond. Hello there. You don't see new faces around here often. My name's Rough Diamond, and you are the new neighbor over at Old MacGuffin's. Yep, the one that burned down. Every single person's got to say it. I guess news travels fast. Sky was glowing red all night long. Luckily, the trees around it didn't catch fire. These lands are beautiful, but many bandits seem to think so as well. I'm sorry that happened to you, friend. It was good meeting you, new neighbor. If you ever need help with anything, don't hesitate to come by. One more thing. You may be looking for someone to practice shoot with. I know I am. Got a gun of your own already. Great. Glad to hear you're prepared. Want to do some shooting now, actually. I got a range we could practice together. Why not? Let's go. Okay. Sounds good. This should be fun. Not going to lie, I don't really want to waste too much ammo, but we'll see what we can do. Got some bottles out for you to shoot. If you want to keep practicing, you can bring your own bottles later, of course. You could start with your hip fire, but more careful aiming is more accurate. Try to hit 6 bottles. If you run out of bullets, I have some more, so no worries. Okay, good. So we have like a... Is there a timeline here? Oh. How did that one miss? I guess it is kind of still a hip fire. It's not exactly accurate. Got a real slow reload here, baby. Oh my goodness. Okay. I really don't want to waste any ammo. What? What? You gotta wait till it fully zooms in, Trev. Bro, what? Just remember this if we're ever in a gunfight. Oh, we're wasting money at this point. Holster your weapon before starting dialogue. Sorry about that, sir. That terrible trigger discipline there. Good job, you're a natural. Keep the gun on you at all times. You never know when you're gonna need it. Listen, I have some business to attend to, but feel free to drop by if you ever need anything. We should stick together, neighbor. Okay, I just wasted so much freaking ammo. I don't appreciate it, but that's okay. So we're gonna wait until tomorrow when Lady Maxwell feels a little bit better. Can I steal his wheat? Nope. Okay, nope. Just gonna look the other way. Just kidding. Never even thought about it. Mr. Diamond, don't. You can trust me. I'm not trying to take advantage of any opportunity I get, because I feel really broke right now and I just want to figure out how to get my life right. Oh. We're good. Okay. We can do a little bit of scaling rocks. I'm not going to track down El Diblejo yet. I just feel like that's barking up the wrong tree. We can't buy the horse. They're starting at 15 bucks. We need to recultivate the field when that's done. I guess we could check on the snares, and we also want to add a fireplace and chimney and stuff over time, so we might be able to look into doing that. Let's stop by the house and see if we need any supplies for that. We could get some stuff out in the forest, maybe go collecting some berries, check our snares, and I feel like that was a pretty good day, dude. Look at that sunshine there. That is insane. We could honestly probably refill our watering can and make sure that our plants are good for the evening. I do think we can change this into a gate. We would probably want this side, right? Let's change that into a gate. And then do we just open it up? Perfect. Okay. And let's make sure that we always have as much water on these guys as possible. Beautiful. Look at that. Love the efficiency there. And make sure we close the gate, try to keep the critters out, try to keep anybody from getting into our fields. Let me see. So our upgrades panel, we're going to need 5 stone for a small fireplace. Technically, I think we do have stone. Okay, I'm going to pick up this stone. Let's go ahead and put the fireplace in there. And then we're going to want to build that. Oh, okay. Then we're going to want to put some fuel in there. Oh, we're going to be able to cook on that too. Okay, let me move our bed. I guess we'll put this back here. I feel like that's got to be the best use of space back there. So we've got a fireplace that we can cook on. That's amazing. We're going to be able to make stews with onion, mushroom, and raw meat. The shady cure. We're going to be able to make fat. We're going to be able to make beef burgundy with garlic and everything. Garlic, cabbage, and any raw meat. We're going to have to learn how to get some meat, which we might be able to shoot some boars, honestly, now that we've got a weapon. I don't know if that's barking up the wrong tree, but we'll see. So that's all that we could do for our current upgrades. Let's go see. I guess we could check well, our traps might have some meat too. Obviously, this would be huge. Oh my gosh, dude, that is just so freaking beautiful. We did have a trap down here by the lake. I wonder if we could shoot squirrels and stuff too. Snare. Loot?
Maybe I checked too soon.
Nothing. I'm gonna check my other one then. And we did see boar over here at one point.
Oh, I got lucky.
Beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna see. Let me eat so we're not parched. I'm assuming a headshot.
Nature bites hard, but I bite hard.
A one-shot kill? I'm gonna take everything here. We got fat out of that too. I saw another boar over here. Does it have to be a headshot? Beautiful. Make sure we're reloading here, Trev. I feel like we're making a lot of noise out here, so you gotta be careful. But our first hunting trip appears to have been successful. And it does look like headshots are an absolute necessity, bro. That just scared the crap out of me. Okay, we're good to go. Take all this. Beautiful. We've got so much meat here. We've got snares out there getting the job done, hunting for us when we're not available. The only thing is we are going to have to make some money to be able to buy some bullets. We currently have 9 bullets left because we wasted too many on our target practice, which was not the best idea ever. So we're gonna go back home here. Let's always, we've got a lot of valerian. I'm gonna put that there. Let's make sure we got glow shrooms. Where'd my lantern? Oh, lantern's here. Oh my gosh, that scared me, dude. I don't know how to make a lantern, and this is, I think, the only one we have. So feeling pretty good about that. And now if we go into our fireplace, we can make some cooked meat. Could make some burgundy meal. We don't have any cabbage though, because we cooked our cabbage like an idiot, dude. Oh, that's fine. But we are going to be able to make some nicer foods and stuff. Like, let's make a cooked meat here. We're going to need some sticks, which we should have in here. Let's put all of these sticks into the fire so we can have that set up for later. And we've got a bunch of meat that we can use. I'm going to make a couple of cooked meats so we can have stuff ready to eat whenever we need it. So stupid to roast that cabbage. We could have made a beef burgundy. 2 health and 30 hunger. This does 40 hunger. Take this. Bring this out here, and that is going to be a lot more efficient than just eating berries. So I think that's a good spot to call it for this episode. Another solid night, dude. It feels good. Things are starting to progress. We're starting to look good here. My biggest thing is I really want to build a barn. Oh, we could build a meat dryer and a meat smoker. We're going to get into that in the next one. So we don't have the barn or the workshop or whatever it is. The small barn, we don't have that available yet, but we can make a well. So we can have that over by our crops. We're going to be able to get a rabbit cage that we could start raising rabbits. This is insane. Okay, we're working our way up. I can see where we can maybe start to make money, but we just need to get there sooner rather than later because we're not even going to be able to afford bullets. But at least we can kind of live off the land for now. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to see you guys in the next one. Chill, bro. Don't close the door, please. Hello? Is there anybody out there? You're making me nervous. I'll see you guys for day number 3, episode number 3. Peace out.